Ladies and gentlemen, welcome viewers, join us at Wembley Arena, live and exclusive on Sky Sports Friday Fight Night. This is the main event of the evening. Please welcome to the ring from Poland, Tomasz Bonin.
The highly ranked, respected and tough Tomasz Bonin, whose sturdiness and decent power have seen him take care of all but one of his foes. Sole loss on the previous visit here to London was controversial against Audley Harrison, so he has credentials. He's 16 stone 7, he's had weeks of notice, trained in the Polish mountains, and therefore a threat, Jim.
Definitely a threat. Normally with David Haye, when the first bell sounds, he has a big weight advantage over most of his opponents. Tonight that's not the case. He's in with a full-blown heavyweight. A heavyweight has won 37 of 38 fights. He's tough, he's strong, and if he can draw David Haye into the second half of this fight the way Fragomeni did, a few questions are going to be answered.
Looks happy and confident. And here's the man of the night, David Haye, on his way to do battle with the heavyweights.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very own Haymaker, David Haye!
Ladies and gentlemen, will you make some noise for the world-famous, legendary David Haye, the heavyweight haymaker? Make some noise! This is why I'm hot. 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 This is why I'm hot.
Glitz and glamour.
Understand? He's gonna knock you out. Heavy hit after heavy hit. Haymaker after haymaker. Knockout punches, right, lefts, and haymakers. Make some noise for David Haye. Let's get ready to rumble. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why.
The big introduction. And the eagerly awaited step up into the heavyweight world. Unknown territory for one of our very finest cruiserweights of recent times, David Haye. He's brought excitement, talent and energy into the sport. He's articulate, personable and popular out of the ring. And while he waits for his crack at the World Cruiserweight belt, here he is at 15 stone 7 to test the heavyweight waters. It's a different story up here, Jim.
It certainly is, and the fact that he still has to challenge for the cruiserweight title, he won't have done any permanent bulking up for tonight. So tonight he's still a cruiserweight, but he's a cruiserweight facing a full-blown heavyweight. This is dangerous, but that's what David Haye's all about. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the country, maybe the most exciting.
Good crowd here at Wembley Arena for this. 7 years younger, he's got the height and the reach over Bonin, but a stone difference in weight. That's the crucial statistic. Both have experience. Bonin's won 37 of those 38. He can punch, but Haye, 17 of his 18 wins by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials appointed for this contest by the British Boxing Board of Control, the steward in charge, Mr. Phil Lundgren, the timekeeper, Mr. Greg Hugh, and when the action begins, the referee in charge this evening from Gillingham in Kent, Mr. Ian John Lewis. Live and exclusive on Sky Sports Friday Night, sponsored by Stan James, Trad Index and Red Square. Frank Maloney for Haymaker, proudly presents an international heavyweight contest of 12 3-minute rounds. And introducing the boxers. Firstly, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the white trunks trimmed with blue, comes from Warsaw in Poland. He weighed in at 16 stone 7 pound and brings a 38-fight professional record, 37 wins, 20 wins by way of knockout with 1 loss. Please welcome from Poland, Tomasz Bonin. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks trimmed with white, he fights out of Orpington in Kent. He weighed in at 15 stone 7 pounds, has a 19-fight professional record, 18 wins, 17 wins by way of knockout with 1 loss. He's the cruiserweight champion of Europe, presenting Orpington's very own Haymaker, David Haye. Referee Mr. Ian John Lewis will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
I am the referee. I spoke to you both in the dressing room. Obey my command at all times. You both know the rules. Watch them heads, keep the punches up. When I shout break, you break clean. And remember, defend yourself at all times. Shake hands.
So, we have a fresh, young, appealing addition to the heavyweight scene. It's badly in need of a shake-up and some real characters. Proper test for David Haye against Poland's Tomasz Bonin, who is a good amateur. He's got a great professional record. Decent power early, and it'll be fascinating, Jim, to see how Haye copes.
That was a beautiful first jab he's just let fly there. Accurate straight through. A beautiful right hand too. So it doesn't look early stages that he'll have any trouble finding the target here. But can he budge this fellow? That's the question.
Precise punches very early here from David Haye, who attempts to work the Bonin body early. Good solid jab. And that's been a key weapon. Right hand! Down goes Bonin in the opener. Well, there's the power, and it's carried to heavyweight. What a start for David Haye.
And did you see how relaxed he was throwing both of those shots? Set up with the jab, beautiful right hand. So relaxed, look at this.
Oh, this is a tremendous, tremendous start from Haye. Bonin is bundled to the floor. No count this time, but he's been caught in a thunderstorm here, and the Haymaker is right on. So right hand, Bonin goes down. Haye wants to go in. Ian John Lewis takes up the count for the second time in the round, and it could be all over.
Well, I tell you, Adam, there is no quitting Bonin. He's trying to get back into this fight, but he can't believe the time he has to get these shots off. He just wants to settle down here.
Uppercut. Haye flying in with the punches, left hand. Ian John Lewis is going to go in. It's a dramatic beginning to David Haye's heavyweight career. Tomasz Bonin is blown away, and David Haye has sent out a serious, serious statement to the heavyweights. 26 years of age, knockdowns aplenty, all over in 1 round.
That's what I'm chatting about, baby.
Bonin was shocked at the speed and the power of his punching. He looked so relaxed. He had so much time to do exactly as he pleased, get his punches off, set up the first knockdown with a beautiful jab followed by a crisp right hand, beautiful punches. David Haye has a big future in the heavyweight division. I don't think that's in dispute, but still he has to get himself back down. He'll want to win the cruiserweight title, but I tell you, he answered a lot of questions with this performance.
Tomasz Bonin, ranked number 11 by the WBC. Remember, won 37 of 38 before this. Only Audley Harrison had stopped him, and that was in 9 rounds. That's some result for Haye.
Yeah, and full credit to Bonin. He wasn't quitting. He was getting up here. He was back up every knockdown, trying to get himself back into things, but he just wasn't in David Haye's league. We know he's genuine world class. Now it looks as though he's going to be genuine heavyweight world class as well when the time comes. As I say, at the moment he won't have bulked himself up to a full heavyweight because he knows he has to go back down to cruiser for the Bonin fight. But when that's out of there, he's going to make some heavyweight.
He looks so strong and so accurate.
So relaxed. I mean, look at this. Out come the jab, followed by the right hand. Look how relaxed he is. He didn't wind these punches up. This is a full-blown heavyweight. The jab, he was knocked slightly off balance before the right hand came in. Beautiful punch, bang on the chin. Now that was a finisher. That could have finished an awful lot of heavyweights. Full credit to Bonin. He took the shot. You can see he's down, he's hurt, he's shaken, but he got back up again, trying to get himself into the fight, but just could not cope with the speed and obviously the power of David Haye. Look at the accuracy, just doing as he pleases. I don't think he could believe how much time he had to get these punches off. He's going to enjoy the heavyweight division, that's for sure. I mean, he was burned, you can see he wasn't going to get into this, so it was Ian John Lewis's job. He's a little bit erratic at this point. He knew he was one punch away from the finish. He didn't really land a solid shot there, but the job was done, and Ian John Lewis did the right thing, getting Bonin out of there. No complaints from him.
And it's come at the right time with this weak crop of world heavyweight champions.
Couldn't be a better time. I think Audley Harrison disappointed some people. We thought he may do it. David Haye will not disappoint.
What a night for David D. Haye and his fans here at Wembley.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 45 seconds of the first round, in the interest of Tomasz Bonin's own safety, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner, David Haymaker Haye! Ladies and gentlemen, appreciation please, Tomasz Bonin.
No wonder he was smiling. He has sent out a message to heavyweights around the world. We'll get reaction from David Haye after that blistering performance in just a moment. We'll get a reaction too from the men alongside me who've mixed it in the ring at heavyweight. How did they feel about that performance? Glenn and Johnny in just a moment. Also, the latest ahead of Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, the fight that everybody's talking about next Sunday morning. There's lots from a busy night at Wembley Arena as well, including a huge row behind the scenes.
I saw it, he's just run off home. You know he's going to knock Tony out, he's just run off home. He just ran off home, you know the man was going to knock Tony.
Friday fight night in 2 weeks' time, the long-awaited showdown between Kevin Anderson and Eamon McGee for the British welterweight title. We've been waiting for this one for a while. It should be a good one. Friday, May the 11th, 10 p.m, and that one's on Sky Sports 1. Main headline this Friday fight night, David Haye explodes onto the heavyweight scene, stopping Tomasz Bonin after 1 minute and 45 seconds in the first round. He is smiling, he is happy. He's talking ringside to our man Adam Smith.
David Haye, your first fight up in the heavyweight division. 3 knockdowns, lasted 1 minute and 45. Magic for you?
To be honest, I was looking for a long fight. I trained for 12 hard rounds. I've had sparring partners really pushing me back, literally doing 5-6 minute rounds. I was really looking forward to testing out my defence and see what I'd learned since the Fragamini fight. Unfortunately, I let the right hand go, and it went, and you can see the difference. You know, once I haven't drained myself down, I haven't had to lose that extra last stone to make cruiserweight limit. I came in there natural, I felt healthy, hydrated, and the power is twice as much at heavyweight.
That's it, you came in at 15-7. How comfortable did you feel at that? And can you switch back to cruiserweight?
I won't, but when I do fight at cruiserweight, I don't think I'll be as effective as I was tonight. But, you know, even at 70%, I still think that's good enough to win the world title against John Mark Mormec.
Yeah, you're mandatory challenger for that. Do you want that next, or do you want to stay as a heavyweight after what happened here?
I want that title. I want the undisputed cruiserweight title against John Womack. He is recognised as the man at cruiserweight to beat. Our mandatory challenge for him, it'd be mad for me not to make that fight and knock him out, because I don't think you understand how training's gone beautiful. Adam Booth, Jamie Sawyer, Pete Marciano, Dwayne Ledejo, ribs out in Tenerife, running the mountains. I was really in optimal condition tonight. And I'm just gutted. I've got so much pent-up energy, but I'm going to use that to start drilling down, getting my weight back down, and getting ready for the cruiserweight title.
Quick word with Frank Maloney. Will the Womack fight happen, and when?
It will happen. I think it'll happen before September. We've got 30 days of private negotiations. Funny enough, tonight when I was talking to Adam Booth, we had the spiky-haired man from America phone us and tried to negotiate here and there. I said, let's wait till after this fight and see how David does, because if he does good, it means a few more noughts at the end of the negotiations. Well, he sent the message to Don King, so Don, bring out the chequebook.
Exciting future. Well done tonight, David.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.
If he